What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's going to be a shop vlog. I got the embroidery machine going on in the background. I just loaded up some material on the VG3. Got to make some stickers. I just got finished printing out a banner. It's that after work grind, guys. I have, got to get these orders done. But anyways, just wanted to bring you guys along the journey in the print shop. We got a hat order we got to take care of as soon as possible. We also need to print out 200 decals for tomorrow. The customer's going to pick them up. The stickers are going to be for a Mexican restaurant. They need them by tomorrow, so we're going to get those printed tonight. Also, I just finished up a big banner for a birthday. A customer of mine contacted me on that, so we got that done. So yeah, right now I'm going to be going ahead and loading up the PDF file to the printer. I got all the design work done. They love the design, so all we got to do is hit print. We started the new year at a really good pace with the side hustle. After work, I've just been constantly busy. For those of you guys that are new, I bought this printer about 4 or 5 months ago, and it was the first time to re-up on all the inks. This printer holds up to 8 different inks. It's light cyan, green, orange, light magenta, black, yellow, cyan, regular magenta. So yeah, the ink is not cheap at all, but these inks last a long time, so it's fine. It is what it is. Here is the Precision Sweeping Services embroidered hats. They ordered 50 caps. We're gonna be doing that royal blue for all these gray hats and all these black caps. It's actually gonna be 2020. It's gonna be 20 blue and then 20 of this brand new safety green that I got for the customer. That color is going to pop like crazy, so I'm actually excited to see how that looks and how that stitches on these hats. There is my machine, the little machine that could. There you go. I'm gonna load that hat up real quick and get this thing going. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background because I am trying to push these hats out at the same time when I push out the decals. So kind of trying to get both machines running, staying productive. It's good. Hit that start button. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this embroidered hat. If you're wondering how it looks, that is how these hats are coming out. It looks really, really, really nice. Stitching comes out phenomenal. Take these off. Gotta remove the backing on the inside. Yeah, we started the year off at a really, really good pace on orders. I'm excited for what this year has in store for us. If you're new to the channel, you know any companies or any businesses that need some custom designs, maybe you know a friend that's starting a clothing brand, send them my way. I'll be more than appreciated. Yeah, this hat came out really, really nice. Phenomenal. Yeah, check these out. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the business is going so far. We are, what is it, not even halfway through the month and the orders are just reeling in. So yeah, I'm gonna set this hat up and get this one ready. I have all the stabilizer pre-cut. I got 20 of them pre-cut. I want to do 20 hats tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and, try to be as efficient as possible. So the hustle, the grind after work, guys. Get this one on there. I need to do a follow-up on that previous video, trying to sell a hoodie that I made. It's gonna be like a series that I wanted to do. I'm still gonna do it. I just got really busy, so I had to put that on pause, but I am gonna do like a follow-up video on that. I still got to try to sell like maybe 10 of those hoodies and see if it works out. I wanted to do it like a series, like starting a brand from nothing, but hey, the business got super busy, so we had to put that on pause. But hey, if you guys want to watch that video, hit that like and comment down merch and we'll see what we can do. I got 8 hats done so far after work. I got that banner done, so we're actually going at a really good pace. Set these back up over here. I already got the design ready. I'm gonna have to send it over to the printer. We gotta print out 200 of these decals. I'm gonna do a test print. Probably print out maybe as much as I can fit on a full strip because I don't want to waste some material. So I'm gonna do a test print, see how it cuts out, how the perforated cut goes, and see if we could just go in full production on these stickers. So the issue I found with the sticker is how it cut. It's not 100% even on the cut. It has that like jagged edge, which is not what I want. So I'm gonna go see how many of those have that issue and do some research and see what I can do to fix that, because I do not want that for these stickers. Alright guys, we got the settings locked down. Now these stickers are coming out really nice. I am happy with how they look. I'm going to run the remainder of the decals. It's going to be about 160 stickers it's going to print. I am glad I was able to figure out and get this locked down for the customer. So I know they'll be happy with these decals, these stickers. I'm going to get these stickers done and I'm going to call it a night and continue with the hats tomorrow. I am beyond cooked, guys. I literally recorded 5 to 10 minutes of footage and my transmitter for my mic was not on, so this is rerun 2. I printed out some pretty badass stickers on the Roland VG3. The inks and the quality, like the vibrancy of these prints come out phenomenal. It is the next day. It's Tuesday, first week of January. Next step on these decals is to laminate them. I let them gas out. It is way easier to laminate with 2 hands, or 4 hands actually. So I already got the amount of material that I need, or the width that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 13 inches of material. It's going to be well more than enough that I need. Alright, so now we are 50% of the way there. This part right here is crucial. You do not want to mess this up. So what you're going to want to do is peel the edge of the material. You don't have to get so much. So once you got it lifted, you can bring it back a little bit. And then you're going to slide your finger. Actually, just bring it out just a little bit more. I like putting this laminate, the sheet and the laminate a little bit more out. I would say maybe 1.5 inches would be perfect. So I'm going to lift this up in this bottom edge of the material. I'm going to fold it in. Fold everything in. You don't want to try to get it as flush as possible. I'm going to kind of feed it in to the laminator, or within the rules of the laminator. Bring it down and fold it just like that. So now that should have a nice grab to the material. What I'm going to do now is bring it out, fold all the laminate material down just like that. So I'm going to grab this sheet here and pull it out. So I might have to roll it a little bit more. You want to pull it out as even as possible, and you're going to pull it up. Roll this slowly. Actually, it didn't grab. Okay, see how it grabbed right there? So I'm going to roll it slowly and just go with it, okay? Okay. Just let it drop. That should be good. Now we're going to roll the rest of the material. So this manual laminator is definitely on the cheaper end, but it gets the job done. As you can see, we just laminated a bunch of decals. So on this end, it did get a little dirty because I let it grab on the bottom and it was closer to the floor, but I'm looking at the stickers and most of those specks are on the outside of the sticker, so this should be perfectly fine. On cold lamination, you get a thing called silvering, and that is A-OK, that is normal. You might not be able to pick it up. I'm going to have to lift this up. So what I'm going to do now we can show you guys what silvering looks like. It's normal, especially with cold laminating. It's normal for that to happen. It's basic. Yeah, you could see it at that corner, like the edge of the shine. It's technically little small micro air pockets, but it's normal. Let it sit. If you like first time laminating, let it sit for like 2 hours and it goes away. I can't wait till I get a auto rolling laminator, but as of right now, this is what we're working with. Gets the jobs done, and we still get that premium quality feel. So what I'm gonna do now is grab all the decals, and then if you're working with the VG3, I'm not too sure if it's similar with other machines. The rectangle and the circle go on the bottom right side. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed this material in. Into the rollers. And what I like doing is just lining this up with the farthest ridge of the machine. There's a machine vacuum going into place. I believe that right here is perfect. So I'm gonna make sure it's straight as possible. Bring this down. Put the media clamps in. Media clamps in. What I do when I'm setting these jobs up, my rule of thumb is lining up this circle and the rectangle with the rubber cut line. Should be about right there. Set base point there. So that's where the scanner is going to start for when the machine starts cutting. So I'll go ahead and go on the computer and go on print only, and then hopefully these things come out perfect. So it's going to do that scanning there, and that's why I put it where it's at, because it saves you so much time. So I'm going to go ahead and run its cycle. It's going to get the far closest to us and then the farthest from us. And then another step too, when you are going to cut your material or sheet cut, make sure to feed a little bit of it out, because if not, the material will just fall off. It'll be like it ran out of material. So the backing, before you do the cut, you want to make sure you do that initial step. So I'm going to watch the machine, see how it's cutting. It looks like it's cutting perfectly. So I definitely need to go back into the design and reduce the amount of bleed I added to the decals. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be running low, or making sure the material. I just wanted to make sure the material, when it goes to cutting, there's more than enough ink on there that I don't have to reprint and retry. So I was like, you know what, add a stroke to it, make sure that these decals come out perfect, because if you undercut your bleed a little bit, you're gonna pop out a little bit of white, especially if you don't want any white. If you're thinking about getting an eco-solvent printer, just know there's gas out period for your decals. If you're wanting to get decals printed and laminated the same exact day, look into Latex printers. Eco-solvent printers are known for having the gas out period, so I cannot laminate on this because it'll cause issues. But then again, the eco-solvent inks, in my opinion, these inks are perfect for like outdoor installations. They last a long time. The ink withstands like the UV rays, the exterior contaminants, especially when you're laminating. Obviously, it's going to last a long time. In the future, I might invest in a latex printer if I do get enough jobs where like, hey, I need this done ASAP. So print and laminate same day. But I mean, the eco-solvent is the way to go for me. So I'm gonna let these things gas out for 6 hours, and I'll get back to them. I'll cut them out, weed them out, put the transfer tape on them, and they will be ready for installation on Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish off these hats for tonight and call it a day. Today we're gonna be laminating the decals I printed out yesterday and cutting them. Also got a hat going on in the background for the same customer. It's going to be a new colorway for them that they want to see how it looks with their design. Anyways, let's get this material loaded into the machine, laminated and cut. Pretty excited. I found this Uline tape thing for packages. I had it just laying around. Not sure where this thing came out, but this thing is going to be awesome. For when I package, I'm going to get some custom tape made too that says Wrapped Up Print Shop on it. Clean this up. I am just cleaning up the portion that's going to be laminated. I'll clean this bottom too. Looks like that hat is finished as well. I'm going to pull this material out. Get that like that. I'm going to fully remove this sheet because this decal is not as long as the ones I made yesterday, so this should be fine. So I'm gonna let that hang. Get you guys on this side, that way you can see the full process. All I'm gonna do is Alright guys, next step is weeding this out. I do believe I need to go back and edit this design because it cut multiple times, but we will see when I weed. Actually, it looks like it's fine, so let's see. I'm going to cut all the excess. Cut all the excess off. It's fine. Careful on this one. Good. Oop. We lost it right here. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it in pairs. So I'm going to cut this one right through the middle. This just like that. I'm gonna cut this right through the middle just like that. So now it's two separate pieces. So the cut time would have been a lot faster. The issue here was me when I did the design. I copied and pasted the ink, the color, and the cutout stroke followed through with it as well. Not a big deal. Everything cut out very, very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and weed these out too. So let's make sure everything weeds out how we want it to. So yeah, guys, this can. Okay, that was kind of hard to remove. This can go wrong in multiple ways. The weeding, the laminating, and the printing. So I definitely got to have some experience. When I first started, I wasted a lot of material. That's how you learn. That's how I learned. Trial and error, guys. Let's see, I'm gonna cut the time lapse because this thing is gonna take forever. Alright guys, so we got the first decal done, weeded out, and transfer tape has been put on. Transfer tape's kind of like puckering up, which is not cool, but I'm gonna roll this up anyway, so that should be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this second one done, and that is gonna be it for today because I gotta edit some designs in Photoshop to get printed out. So that's gonna be the rest of the night, and I got work tomorrow. So we gotta get this done, out of the way, ready for install tomorrow, and we'll go from there. It's gonna be a happy Friday.